Good morning, friends. I've made an early start today and I am already in town because there is something very exciting happening in town today. There is a Brocante, or a antiques sort of garage sale. Basically, it's a lot of local vendors and just local people who have things that they would like to sell, and you can really find some interesting and gorgeous things that are for a very reasonable price at Brocante in France. So we have a local one today, which is very exciting because it's not very often that we have a local Brocante. So I've come into town quite early to get the pick of the stuff that is there. But first, I think maybe I'm gonna try to find a boulangerie that is open and have something to eat because I am starving. I'm so hungry. So yeah, let's go have a little walk around, see if I can find something to nibble on, and then head to the Brocante. Breakfast has been achieved. I've got a blueberry crumble tart. Yum. This is bigger than I expected. There's actually quite a lot of people with tables here. And it's more of like a garage sale vibe than it is an antiques market, but I'm totally happy with that. Ooh, I'd love to have some of these records. I don't have a record player. It's something I've kind of thought of for the house a few times, but at the moment, no record player. So I'm not going to buy records before I have a record player. These are cool. I guess they're like theater seats. Were they in a theater or maybe some sort of like train station? But they're really cool. I just don't know what I'd use them for because God knows we have enough chairs. And what appear to be some dragon's eggs from Game of Thrones. Hey. Okay, this porcelain is very tempting because it is beautiful and also it's very good price. It's 25 euros for everything here. I might have to get this. Yeah, this might be a buy. It's really pretty, and we do need porcelain. We need plates especially, and also teacups, and a tea service is always welcome. Okay, well, I got the porcelain and I got two tops and a cute little summer dress and a pair of earrings, and my total spend was 35 euros. So I'm pretty happy with that, especially for all that porcelain. That was very cute and it will be useful because I just need more like nice plates and things. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. 35 euros well spent, I think. So I'm gonna hop on the bike and head off to the grocery store, buy some groceries, and then head home. Word on the street is that the church in my village is open. And although I have lived here for a fair amount of time now, I still have not seen the inside of the church. So I'm gonna go check it out. I'm very curious to see the inside. It looks gorgeous on the outside. And then I think I'm gonna have a little walk around the village because it's a gorgeous day. And I rarely have time with all the work going on in the house to just enjoy the sunshine and walk around and see my adorable medieval French village. So yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna hopefully see the inside of the church, and then I'll show you guys a little bit of my village and then come back to the house. It's so neat to be able to finally see inside this church because every time I pass, I check to see if it's open, and it never has been. Apparently one time last year when my parents were here, they got to go in and see it and hear mass here because it was open for a special holiday, but I've literally never seen it open before. Even on Sundays, it's apparently very common in very small villages in France to have a church that doesn't have regular mass on Sundays when there's a bigger town nearby that people can go to. And this is definitely the case in my village. This is a 19th century church, so even though it is right next to the medieval chateau, it's not that old. However, it is still gorgeous inside, and seeing it was a really cool experience. Continuing my walk around the village. I rarely come over to this part because I do tend to get so wrapped up in work at the house that I don't often go for just walks. So it's actually really a treat. Well, this is very cute. The last time I was over in this part of the village, this was not here, and I saw them doing some construction work. I didn't know what it was, but they've built a very cute observation deck. And what a great place for it, because this is the most beautiful view of the church and this side of the village as well. There's the chateau, and there's the church, and there's the valley. Absolutely gorgeous. There's also some stairs going down. So I guess at some point they're going to add something down there. It looks like maybe they're making a path. What a great idea! Great placement, guys. Good job. One thing I really love about the chateau are these sort of cut-in windows into the wall, and you can see how they were designed in the medieval era to really discourage invading armies. Because can you imagine like mounting up that trying to get to the window? It's just not going to happen. It's a really interesting historical view. And then also you may notice the roofs on the chateau here. There's 4 different sections of roof you can see pretty easily. And it doesn't have that traditional medieval crenellation, or the cutout part that kind of goes burr, 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 burr. That was very clear description. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So actually the owner of the chateau told me a little story about why the roof is tiled now and not crenellated. And it was very interesting because apparently there was a lord of the chateau, an owner of the chateau, who during the time of Louis XIV, so the 17th century or the 1600s, was caught doing some things that he should not have been doing. And I believe that he was actually executed, but his family was granted the right to keep the chateau by the king himself on the condition that they got rid of the crenellations and they replaced them with normal roofs, because the crenellations had an important military purpose. They were traditionally the place that someone could hide between them and shoot and use the stones that go up for cover and then the gaps to shoot out of. So it was kind of a way of Louis XIV saying, okay, you can keep the chateau, but you cannot rebel against me. Do not have any kind of military action against me because I'm going to weaken your chateau, so it's harder for you to do that. So it's just a really interesting little story in the history of the chateau. As you can kind of see, they're repaving the roads on basically this whole half of the village over here. It's a massive project, so I guess we're getting an updated road and observation deck area. Oh, you guys are so cute! Hi, kitties! Hi, kitties! Who is a fabulous kitty? You are a fabulous cat. Both of you, look at you guys. Magnificent. You have an excellent hidey hole, sir. Well done. You found a good spot. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of infrastructure work going on the roads at the moment, which is great to see. I'm glad that we have good infrastructure in the village here. That definitely seems like the most practical way to carry your hay. This is one of my favorite little corners of the village because there's this tower and underneath it is a mystery space. I don't know if you guys can see very well back there, but there's a little tunnel. Where does the tunnel go? I don't know. Why is a tunnel there? I also don't know. Mystery tower. And next to the tower is one of the horse trough fish tanks. So there's about 3 of these in the village, and they're just little troughs filled with water that fish live in. Hey fish! And here's our little village cemetery, which looks gorgeous right now with all the wildflowers. So pretty. I also particularly like this little bit here, which is a little park. It's the tiniest park. It's basically just a stairway with some places to sit, but it's very cute. It's got nice views too. I think I'm going to have a nice little sit down on this bench and do some emails and some admin work with the lovely view. I'm sitting on the bench doing my emails, and I have a little visitor. Where's your person, baby? Where's your person? What are you doing out here by yourself? Hello. It's nice to meet you. Aww. You're very friendly. Well, this has escalated quickly. Yeah. Are we buddies now? I think we're buddies now. I'm really not sure what to do about this dog. Because he's definitely not a stray. No, you're not a stray. You're nice and clean and well fed. But there's also like not an accompanying human. So I don't know what do you just run around on your own? Are you an independent pup? Where's your person? Well, in the end, I walked around with the little dog for a little while, and eventually we passed a house with its door open. And as we were walking past the front of the house, someone from inside said, "Oh, there she is!" And apparently this was the dog's house, and they'd left the door open, and the little dog had run out and covertly escaped into the village. So the dog is back with its people, and I am back home, and I am ready for some lunch. And then getting to work, for the afternoon. I think I'm gonna do some aerial training, and we'll see what else I can think of to do today. I saw that there are a lot of ripe strawberries, so I'm gonna have a little strawberry picking time. The whole garden is just filled with these little tiny wild strawberries. So it's a little bit like an Easter egg hunt to find them all, but there are loads of them around. We'll see if any of these make it into the house. They might all get eaten in the garden. It's not a big harvest, but it's a very tasty one. Well, hello. Hello, welcome to my garden. Whose kitty are you? Sometimes we get Simba, the neighbor's cat, in my garden, but I don't know you, and you're very cute and so orange. What a handsome visitor. Oh. You're a very busy kitty. Okay, this seems like a very risky plan for you. I'm not gonna lie. What are you doing in the tree? Where are you going? Do you think you're going to get a bird? I hate to tell you, but I think the birds might be faster than you. Oh. Are you stuck? Am I going to have to come up there and get you? You're so brave. Maybe not wise, but very brave. Well, the ginger cat has removed himself from the tree and disappeared into those bushes. So I guess I'm gonna make with the aerial training. Just as I was finishing up, and I saw a car arriving, and it was the porcelain that I bought at the local Brocante that was being delivered. So I've got my porcelain delivered. It's so pretty. I love it. I just unloaded it onto the outdoor table here because the guy who was delivering it needed the box it was in for his next delivery. So I just chucked it on this table, and I'll go in and get a box to take it upstairs in a minute. But how beautiful. Look, I've got these little teacup sets. How cute is that? And then I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teacups like that. I've got, I believe it's 15 little dessert plates like this. So cute. And then I've got the sugar and cream and the tea, or I guess coffee pot, more likely. But I love that these were so pretty. They were so cheap. The entire set that I bought was 25 euros. And I think they're adorable. And they match my idea of doing gold and cream colored porcelain for all of my porcelain. And that way, even though things aren't a matching set, you can see the stain on my fingers there. So beautiful, so elegant. Even though everything's not a matching set, it will still go together nicely on the table because it'll all be the same colors. So, I love it. I'm so happy with it. Well, since I have a beautiful new tea service to use, I think I'm going to go inside and call it an evening and make myself a nice cup of tea. I didn't get a lot of work on the house done today, but I had such a nice time walking around my village and just seeing everything. It was also really fun going to the Brocante and buying my new little tea service, and now it's delivered and I can use it. Yay! I also saw lots of animals today, and that was really great. My hair is doing some kind of weird balloon thing. Anyway, before I go, I just want to remind you guys about 2 things. The first one is to please subscribe and like this channel, because anytime you guys subscribe or like one of my videos, it makes a noticeable difference. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it just really helps me out. And it's free, and it's easy, and it's quick. So if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, then please do subscribe and like, and that will also keep you up to date as new videos come out. So it's a win-win, and I would really appreciate it. And the second thing I want to remind you guys about is that I am doing the Chateau guessing game, which is on the outro of some videos. I am showing you guys a chateau or a famous historical landmark, and anyone who guesses right gets their name put in the shorts video that I do about that place afterwards. The first Chateau guessing game appeared in my last video, so the video from a couple of days ago. So if you haven't seen that video, then check that out. See the chateau at the end and give it a guess. And yeah, if you're right, your name will appear in the shorts video. And you have until midnight tonight, which is Monday the 21st of August. I think it's the 21st. To do your guess. So don't forget the Chateau guessing game. Don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. And with that, I will see you guys next time.